What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. So let's get into this whole situation. Let's talk about Miss Kenya Moore. Let's talk about her new show. Let's talk about her relationship with Porsha and how that is. And also, she's still not cool with Marlo, and I don't think that's ever going to change. But in any event, listen to what Kenya Moore had to say about the girls, and she said it was rat-a-tat-tat on the new season of The Real Housewives. Also, we're going to get into Apollo getting married and what that looked like. And we're going to get into some Kanye West situation and some more stuff. Stay tuned and watch till the end of the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
For Housewives so far. I know you guys are, just getting started, but what's it been like?
It's been a surprise. Like I day one, again, we were shots fired. Day one, shots fired. Like, what is happening? Why are people arguing? Who has beef? We had 1 week into production and there were arguments and explosions going off. I'm like, hey, am I back in special forces right now? I thought this is Housewives, so it kind of was like the worlds collided for a moment. I didn't know where I was.
Yeah, I know that there's been some rumors that something goes down with you and Sheree's new man. Can you tease anything about that?
Well, honey, let me tell you this. The shade assassin had to come alive and put some people in their place. So, yeah, there's some truth to those rumors.
I love it. Did anything change with you and Marlo after the reunion?
I don't know who you're talking about. Sorry.
Oh, Kandi, you're my favorite. What did you think of Porsha's wedding?
I didn't see her wedding. I know it was just a few days ago. I thought she looked beautiful. I saw a picture of her in a red dress. She looked absolutely stunning. So, yeah.
Happy for her?
Yeah, if she's happy, I'm happy. If everyone's happy, then I what do I have to say about it?
Right. And how's Brooklyn doing? I know you.
Yes, I will share it, but you have to promise me that you're on your way to watch the show.
I
You'll
have a
tell
question
all of your
for
friends.
you.
Honestly,
how was
yes, what's your
question? Yeah.
When just like a few days ago? Great. Listen.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're like frenemies, right? 1 minute we're friends, 1 minute we're enemies, but I don't think it's too serious. I think that, one thing about her, we've had our differences, but at some point we were friends, especially during the time that I was pregnant, and I will never forget those moments. I cherish it because I really needed a friend then, and because we were pregnant at the same time, we just really relied on each other, and it just felt really good. So I will, no matter whatever happens between us, I will never forget those moments, and I really enjoyed, just having her there, having Shania there, and no one can take that memory away from me. And I wish her well. If she's happy, I'm happy. I really just don't have any animosity there. We worked on the show together, and that's tough. And things come up, but I think at the end of the day, she's never really hit me below the belt in a way that we could never recover from. So.
And your baby Brooklyn.
Yes,
your baby Brooklyn. She's so beautiful as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Someone said you haven't pulled over,
So let's talk about Kenya Moore's interview. One of the things that I didn't add in the clip is that Kenya Moore said when it comes to baby Brooklyn, that she's fluent in Spanish. She goes to a bilingual school, and she's only 4 years old. So Mark Daly, she's doing right by your daughter and raising her right. Give her a break and sign the divorce papers. But in any event, let's get on to this whole situation. So Kenya Moore basically says from day one, it starts off in this rat-a-tat-tat on a girl, and she basically had to come out here and be the shade assassin, and she had to get Martell Holt together fast and in a hurry. And it seems like she definitely, when it comes down to Sheree, she got into Sheree's man's Now, I don't know how Sheree gonna take it. I don't know how Sheree gonna feel about the situation. I don't know if Sheree wants some get back. Is Sheree's going to be passive aggressive? Because I know Martell Holt was at home and he been up in her ear and talking in her ear since they've been filming and since Kenya Moore done checked him. Because you already know when it comes to Martell Holt, he don't back down and he don't mind arguing with a woman. Like, that is in his, portfolio. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that whole situation. And also, let's get down to this situation. When it comes to Kenya Moore, she said there's no sisterhood. And she also says that people pick and choose who they want to have a sisterhood with. So basically, that's letting us know that some ladies are teaming up and they're in groups and basically going to be jumping on somebody else. But Kenya Moore said she got them together. And baby, seeing Kenya Moore in special forces, okay, she ain't nothing to be played with. She ain't nothing to be messed with. So this shall be interesting. It seems like Kenya Moore is trying to promote the season a whole lot and a whole lot. In any event, she basically says in an interview she don't know who Marlo is, so that means that relationship is still tarnished, and I don't know if it's ever going to be rebuilt. One thing is for sure is that Kenya Moore did have something nice to say about Porsha Williams, and basically she's wishing Porsha Williams well. She gave a little bit of shade when she said, I didn't see her wedding, I didn't watch everything, I only seen an image of her in a red dress, basically trying to tell us that she was not trying to keep up with Porsha. But in any event, she says she has no animosity with her and Porsha, and that's a whole good situation, because when all the OGs get together and get back on one accord on the show, it would be spectacular. There was rumors that Phaedra Parks was asked to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta current season that's coming up. That's what Carlos King has said out here in these streets. But in any event, when it comes to, Miss Kenya Moore, I'm so glad that her and Porsha have moved on to a whole different situation. They can talk, they can communicate, they can be in the same room together, and it's just no problems. Kenya Moore is moving on, and Porsha has already moved on with her whole new life out here in these streets, being married and things of that nature. She recently suffered or lost her husband, lost his mother. I send my condolences to that whole situation. But also, Kenya Moore says that when it comes to Porsha Williams, she didn't do nothing that was below the belt. So basically, she's saying Marlo Hampton is rat-a-tat-tat. That Marlo Hampton is a problem. She's a situation. Okay. So that means Marlo is still coming for your girl Kenya Moore. Point blank, period. And she also says that her and Porsha Williams were frenemies. That's a whole good situation. I didn't know if they was ever going to move past that whole Bolo situation and, not having Porsha on the current season. And then on the last season, it was like, where's Porsha? Where's Porsha? So Porsha could feel comfortable in coming back to the show without, no real problems. But, there's rumors out here that's basically saying that when it comes to Porsha, she wasn't asked back because on her reality TV show that she had with Bravo, Porsha's family, that they had to kind of punish her because there was a whole big altercation when it came to her family and her baby daddy. Okay. But in any event, it's good to see him. And what Kenya Moore said about Porsha, that Porsha, she would never forget that moment in life. She'll never get that moment where her and Porsha was pregnant around the same time. And also just having that comfort, having someone to call, having someone to talk to and things of that nature. Then also having Shamia that was very important to her. That almost brought tears to my eyes because you can tell that she really meant it at that moment. And I think she's letting bygones be bygones. She's not saying Porsha's an angel, but one thing I can say is the OGs of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they was first, putting their nose up in the air when it came to Porsha Williams and her relationship with Simon Guobadia, because he was connected to a housewife, Fallon Guobadia, Fallon Pina, at the time, and everybody was like, that's wrong, she stole somebody's husband. But it seems like the ladies on the show got some secret information, some info that they believe that, Porsha probably didn't steal Fallon's man, and Fallon been sleeping with her baby daddy now, for a long time. And so therefore, Kenya Moore is happy for Porsha. She congratulated her and she moved on and she let bygones be bygones. That is exactly what I'm talking about, for real, for real. So let's move on to this situation when it comes to Apollo. Apollo done finally got married to his long-term girlfriend that was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for a bit. And in the event, they tied the knot. You know, they are married. He is now married again. This is his second wife. He got a second wife. So Apollo is not holding back. Apollo's out here in these streets. He said, I do. But his wedding was a little bit different than it was before. Okay, so Apollo got on sneakers. I think he got on sneakers because he know his wife got on a dress that you wear to the club, okay? That you wear strictly. This is a club dress. This is a club outfit. And so, you know, his suit looks all right. Okay, if he would have buttoned it up and, you know, put the little bow tie on or whatever the case is, and he had on some shoes, he would have been out stunting his wife. And I believe that's her mother. You know, she's dressed in her Sunday's best. She got the pocketbook on her shoulders and everything. They got the car with the balloons. I thought they got married in front at the Justice of Peace, but in the background you can see a sign where it says that it is a church. So they got married in the church. Apollo ain't got them ducats. He ain't got the paper that he used to have before because, you know, he's a civilian now. He's not committing any crimes and he doesn't have to live up to any stereotype that is out there. He felt like he had to live up to. So basically, to keep up with the Joneses, he was committing crimes out here in these streets and he got caught up, but he made sure his ex-wife Phaedra did not get caught up in the whole situation. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this. This is a whole situation, y'all. This wedding looked totally different from, you know, his first wedding. But in any event, they was in different tax bracket and he was into some things that he didn't supposed to be into. And he ain't trying to go back to jail, okay? He's making his money the honest way, okay? But in any event, do you see the flowers that Phaedra got in, you know, her hand? Do you see that ring? Do you see her hairpiece? Do you see her hair? Do you see Apollo? Do you see his ring? A whole nother show. But right now, you know, Apollo's not looking into materialistic things. He's basically building it from the ground up and building houses and things of that nature. But this was a whole different show, a whole different type of wedding, You know, look at the bouquet in her hand. Look at the roses. And then when you check out the roses and the flowers that, you know, his now wife Shireen has, it's totally different. You know, it's a relaxed, it's a cool wedding, but it's also giving me that it was the justice of the peace type of wedding. And things of that nature. As you can see inside, don't look like there was many family and friends. It seemed like maybe her brother and maybe her mother showed up. And you know, she's there. She got the ponytail, she got the two bangs, she got the splits, she got the stripper shoes on, she got the stripper dress on. You know, it is what it is. Apollo got the mohawk. You know, they got the Bible on the counter and the microphone and somebody taking pictures that's with them. And that's it. Like, the church is empty because they're trying to keep all their money. It's 2023. They are trying to keep their pockets fat and invest into their future. So let's see if Apollo's going to have any other children. But oh yeah, this is a whole situation. Okay, you see the flowers up in her hand? You know, they plastic. They look plastic from here, child. But in any event, you guys let me know what you think about this whole situation. Oh yes, it went down. Apollo done did his thing, child. And let's get into this whole situation when it comes to Kanye West. A lot of people say he was missing. Some people thought that he was not alive and things of that nature. But Kanye West is out and he's with his snow bunny. Okay, so he's doing just fine. Let's talk about Miss Kandi Burruss and let's talk about Juice Adora. So it seems like Kandi Burruss and Juice Adora are filming a show together, a TV show, or something that is Kandi Productions. Okay, Talking and Kandi Productions, and they got Juice Adora. She is an actress. She does have experience. Okay, so it looks like Kandi and Ju are going back and forth in this new series or this new show that Kandi and her husband are basically, you know, taking control of, and they invited Juice Adora. So Juice Adora do have the experience. So maybe, we know when Kandi want to make money with you outside of the Housewives, that means she like you. That means you got some talent. Okay, so y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. Peace and love.